Hey guys, I'll be back. I'm going to load up the wood stove and do a few things before I get started. There's not much chatter going on, but I expect some chatter to start in a few minutes. Let me mute that. It'll be easier to hear me. Said, all right guys, I'll be right back. I got to go upstairs, load up the wood stove with some wood, run upstairs real quick, but I got it on channel 37. There might be a little chatter coming up here in a few minutes. Test 1 2 1 2.
Can you hear me now down there, Radio Man?
Fairfield.
10-4, Moose and Fairfield. What's going on up there tonight? Roger, roger. Yeah, you sound good down here in Waldoboro.
Yes, welcome, Waldoboro.
10-4, Mr. Paranoid out here in the country now. I like it.
All right, let's try that. Test 1 2. Just bumping the audio up a little bit here. That's still not quite loud enough yet. 1 2 1 2. Hello, test 1 2 1 2. A little bit more. Testing 1 2 1 2. Hello, test 1 2 2 2. All right, let's try that.
Good evening. What's going on?
What's going on with you?
be right back.
All right, hopefully you guys are hearing me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna load up the stove with some logs and run upstairs and grab something to eat real quick. But I will be back.
That sounds like a fix-it, Roger B.
Hopefully you guys are hearing everything okay.
Oh, Greg, you are.
How's fix-it doing tonight?
Oh, a little bit better than yesterday.
And for that.
Before I get that same thing, talking about that fluid going around. Yeah, I got it too. I don't know what it was. Takes out the smeller though. You smell shit.
Ah, you got the vid. You got the COVID.
10-4, lost the smell. Yep, could be COVID.
It's the paranoid.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. How you been?
The usual busy, having fun, working, and yeah.
Yeah, your antenna right back up. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, the tower just come down on the day after the storm. I brought it down that Friday, and then put a new mast on it and brought it back up Saturday.
Sweet.
Yeah, I like it. I like the ability to do that. It makes it very nice.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy over here.
Boy, yeah, I know. But hey, you know, I mean, you don't have to get up there that often, though, huh?
Not anymore. I got a 5 o'clock stick up there. Should be good for years.
10-4 on the IMAX, huh?
Yep.
That's what I have up right now, because I lost the top of my Vector 4000.
I love the Vector 4000, but I mean, I wouldn't put it up on my tower. It's just too fragile, and yeah, it's too much of a hassle to go way up there.
10-4 on that, absolutely. No, you sounded good over here in Waldeboro tonight, that's for sure, Swiper.
What was that? My wife stepped on you.
I said you sounded good over here in Waldeboro tonight, for sure there, Swiper.
Oh, 10-4, cool.
What radio are you running tonight? Can you hear me now? Well.
No, can't hear you.
10-4. Just trying a couple of settings on this mic to see what it sounds like.
Had a little bit of robot voice there.
10-4. Yeah, what are you running tonight there, Swiper?
Oh, my 2950. I just got the amps on, so that's probably why you hear me better.
10-4, the 2950. Yeah, no, it's coming in good. Working for you for sure.
What's that?
Sounding good. Good evening.
And four, yeah, you're good over here too. I mean, my wife is making some noise tonight, so I'm gonna have trouble hearing sometimes.
10-4.
She's putting Legos together, so you know when you scoop through the Legos, it's a lot of noise.
Is she gonna make you a new Lego radio?
Lego radio? Hey, can you make me a Lego radio? No, that's not happening.
10-4, no Lego radio.
Did I ever show you pictures of the Lego town there, Paranoid?
I don't think so, no.
You got Wi-Fi over there? I'll send you a video. It's pretty large file, but it's worth it.
10-4, oh yeah, no, you can send me a link to it or whatever, yeah.
Hang on, I'll send it to you.
Test 1 2 1 2. Hello 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1.
Here it comes.
10-4, I'll keep my eyes all up for it, and there it is. Is that really at your house there, Flipper?
That's my bedroom.
Oh my goodness, that's that's a lot of Legos.
You think? It's a sickness.
Yeah, I know somebody, my friend's grandson that loves Legos. I bet he'd love to see that.
No, it's an impressive. It is an impressive collection. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. You know, when you really look at it, it's like holy crap.
And so what's she building tonight? Something new to add to the collection?
She's building another one right now. Is that going on the big table, or do you know what you're doing for that? New shelf. We'll put up a new shelf for this one.
10-4, a whole new project, new one. That is nice. What's it going to be, do you know?
She does, you know, that's what she likes for her birthday gifts and Christmas and stuff. That's what she wants. Legos.
10-4 on that. Yeah, she just builds all kinds of different stuff, huh?
Yep.
Radio man kicks everything off. I'm throwing a wave at all you guys.
Test 1 2. Yeah, I knew that was what it was. Hold on. Testing 1 2. Yep. Test 1 2 1 2. That should be better. Should be much cleaner now.
said Walterboro. Yep, I'm hearing them. I'm hearing them, but I got a little IRF. I don't, might be urban noise. I don't know.
Yeah, same on this end, 2020. Same on this end, 2020. A little bit of noise on the band. A little bit of...
Squib Knock It on YouTube. I'm just about to get started here. I'll switch over to the radio display, and we start at 8 o'clock. So stand by, and we're going to get started.
Yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yep.
Yes, audio, what you said. Yeah, check.
Audio.
You think so?
Was it?
Yeah, my animals are kicking in, so yeah, a little high.
Uh-oh, we better get Swiper first.
Oh, I must have had a headshot.
Is everybody ready to get started?
Roger, Paranoid 269 in Walterboro.
269.
You hear Mr. Paranoid there, Radio Man?
I did. I was just writing his handle down there. Paranoid, come back to me one time. I'll give you an S-meter reading.
Alrighty. How about it, Radio Man? Paranoid 269 in Walterboro.
Yep, Paranoid, I got you. S6 swinging S7. S6 swinging S7, Paranoid. How about any of you guys up north? Any of you guys copying those guys up north? We'll try to rotate here back and forth so we don't leave those guys out in the cold.
I haven't heard anybody else up this way but me so far.
Cobra, anybody?
I heard Moose up in Fairfield here. Moose is out here.
Okay, let me see if I can get Moose direct. Moose, this is Radio Man. Do you copy?
How about you, Radio Man? You got the moose. The moose is on the loose.
Okay, Moose, I got you here. Not reading anything on the S-meter, but I can hear you just fine. You got good, clear audio.
That's a big 10-4.
I mean, my noise floor is at S4, so you are lighting up the S5, so we'll go with S5.
CQ.
Yeah, go ahead, CQ.
704 Robin Hood, down here in Sanford.
Over here in Augusta.
Yeah, stand by, Augusta. 704 Robin Hood in Sanford, I copy. Do you copy, Radio Man?
Roger that, down here in Sanford, Maine.
Okay, well there, Robin Hood. I haven't heard you before, but welcome to Maine Sidebanders. I don't know if you'll hear everybody. We got guys as far as Fairfield, guys up around the Bangor area. We have people down on the coast. So welcome, 704 Robin Hood in Sanford. And I got you S5 over here. Like I said, I got about an S4 noise floor, just barely lighting up the S5. So, but you're sounding good over here in New Gloucester there, Robin Hood.
Roger that. I just wanted to jump in and say hello. Thank you very much for the CQ.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Who do we got next for Maine Sidebanders?
Hey, Radio Man, we had 307 up there trying to check in. You also got 123 Birdman in Augusta.
Okay, 307 in Waldo County. I'm on the Omni right now, so I'm not going to hear them. But I copy that. I'll mark down 307. I usually hear Birdman, so go ahead, Birdman.
Hey, just checking in, saying hello to everybody. Hope you all having a good evening. I'm trying to get over
phone right now myself, but yeah, hope you're all doing well. Night train checked in.
Okay, I heard Birdman. I got you about S8 over here, Birdman. And let's grab. I heard Night Train next. Let's grab Night Train. Go ahead for Night Train.
Go ahead, Night Train. You reached out to you.
I got no copy on Night. Well, at least not a very good copy on Night Train. So but I do have them down on the roll call. So whoever relayed that, I appreciate that.
Radio man, the bigger antenna. Just checking in over here, North J. Breaker.
Okay, we'll grab Bone Crusher there, North J. We got your Bone Crusher. Go ahead. I'll see what I got for you on an S meter reading here. Yeah, Bone Crusher, North J. Go ahead. Okay, Bone Crusher. You're not like I said with my noise floor. You're not lighting up any lights above the noise floor, but I can hear you just fine through on sideband. You got good audio. I know it's you, so we are hearing you over here on the Omni. Who do we got next for roll call? Maine Sidebanders.
Hawkeye, Lisbon Falls. I think you need to check your power output. Yeah, you're hitting your ACL pretty hard.
I was just saying that on my live. I don't know what you got going on, but Hawkeye was just giving me a better signal. I thought it was because you were overdriving Washington.
Well, hold on. Let me get. All right. Well, let me give her a little bit more, Hawkeye. Hawkeye, how's that? I was just giving her a little bit more of the onions.
Yeah, I think that sounds a little better. You're headed in the right direction.
Get with the corn. How about you, Stardust? Are you out there tonight? Mr. Fix-It over here, Alex. Okay.
I second that.
Holy smokes! All right, hold on one second here. Hawkeye, come back at me one time there. I can give you an S meter reading here.
Yeah, radio man. Still sounding a little hitchy, a little hitch in the audio get up. Big signal, it's like you're hitting your ACL pretty hard. And your ALC too. Oh, however you want to say it. I want to say it correctly.
All right, Mr. Fix-It. Go ahead, Mr. Fix-It, so I can get an S meter reading on you as well there, Mr. Fix-It. All right, Mr. Fix-It, we got you at S7 there. All right, I got caught up. A few of you guys hit me all at once there. Who else we got for... I'll run down the list who I got here. I got Paranoid in Waldoboro. I got Moose in Fairfield. I got 704 Robin Hood in Sanford. I got 307 Waldo County. Birdman in Augusta. Night Train in Frankfort. Bone Crusher, North J. I got Hawkeye, Lisbon Falls. I got Mr. Fix-It in Oxford. Who else we got next for roll call?
Hey, you got Bear and Cumberland. Hello.
All right, Bear and Cumberland. One more time there. I wasn't looking at the meter.
Hello.
All right, yeah, you're peaking about S9 over here, Bear.
You got Mike Hunt down here in
All right, stand by there in Sanford. We got a very important person, VIP, coming in from down east there. Mike Hunt, over in Booth Bay Harbor. Go ahead, Mike Hunt.
Roger, just trying to check in.
All right, Mike Hunt, over there in Booth Bay Harbor. We got you at S5.
Wait a minute, what do you do? Buy a big amp and now you don't run it?
God, Sanford.
You're a Satan.
Got a radio for Sanford.
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, go ahead down in Sanford. Go ahead. I don't know. Someone was hollering. All I heard was Sanford. That was it.
You want me to 10-5 for you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Guy in Sanford. Radio man's calling to you.
Roger that. You got the Robin Hood down there in Sanford. Where's he located there, the radio man?
I know he's hearing me. He just checked in a little while ago. This is Radio Man over here in New Gloucester, Robin Hood. We got you.
I love this shit. I don't care who you are. That was funny.
That's what it was meant to be. When was the last time Swiper got the 10-5 for anybody?
I'm calling bullshit on Swiper's 10-5. I already talked to the guy and checked him in. So, ICB. I call bullshit.
Oh, no. I was just saying you weren't getting out. That's all I was saying. Little joke. Well, that's it. No bullshit, Peter. That's just your major BS. That's nothing away from bullshit.
What the fuck was that? All right, who else we got next for roll call for Maine Sidebanders? Who else we got next here? Okay, Novocaine, I don't got any S-meter reading for you, but we got you in Damascotta.
Clearwater, Thompson. Yeah, 029 in Mercer Bar.
Okay, I got Clearwater and Topsom, and I heard 029 over in Mercer.
There's somebody else in there hollering for you, radio man.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to him here. Who else we got out there? I got Novocaine and Damascotta. I got Clearwater and Topsom and 029 and Mercer. Who else we got?
Might as well put Hunter from Lewiston on there.
Hunter. I got Hunter from Lewiston. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Hunter. Thanks for showing up tonight there. All right, who else we got next for roll call?
20 waving.
Who's that, 220?
That's Cyclops 2020 down in Rochester, New Hampshire.
You got a pin pen waving at you to their radio man. I'm hearing him in there.
All day yesterday.
Oh, Lordy.
All right, let's see if we can get Pigpen down at Old Orchard Beach. Pigpen, Old Orchard Beach. Go ahead.
427 up there, checking in from Belfast.
Oh, that was very helpful, Paranoid. Pigpen, go ahead and try it, Pigpen. You got stepped on. Yeah, we got weak copy on you, Pigpen, but we're hearing you over here in New Gloucester, and thanks for showing up tonight. All right, Paranoid, who did you have for a relay? Go ahead, Paranoid, with the relay.
John up in Belfast trying to check in, 427 there. He was trying to check in.
Apologize, sometimes you guys are relaying for me. All three of you guys are relaying, so... Don't always... I'm sure I can hear you. Go ahead, John, and try it. John, let's see if we can hear you over here, John. Go ahead. Yeah, we got a weak copy on you, John, but we are hearing you over here. Okay, who else we got for roll call for Maine Sidebanders?
You got Wingnut and Auburn.
Okay, Wingnut and Auburn. We got you at S9 over here, Wingnut. You're strong as usual.
You got rigor mortis rooster in Bath.
Holy moly, we got Rigor Mortis Rooster over in Bath. What are you running tonight, Rigor Mortis Rooster? You're always running something different.
Tonight I'm on the striker.
I don't know. Someone was keying up there, but I was just going to key up over him. All right, very good on the striker. I got you S8 over here, Rigor Mortis Rooster. Sounding good. All right, Hawk, I apologize. I don't really have time to fiddly fart with the settings, so I'll have to revisit this after, unless you want to take over. Who else we got for roll call for Maine Sidebanders? Well, because sometimes it just turns into a hot mess and everyone's checking in, and I get overwhelmed and I just give up and I go, all right, we're just gonna get people checked in. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people over here, Cyclops, but typically you're usually about S5 over here. You're just above my noise floor. All right, who else we got for roll call for Maine Sidebanders?
All right, fuck it. Screwdriver checking in. New Gloucester.
There you go, neighbor.
Lord, Happy New Year.
Don't even know if this thing's working and how well it's working, but yeah, why not, right? Sound great over here.
Sounds like Screwdriver.
10-4 stock President Washington. It's not even a unit in, it's a President Washington.
Well, we should salute you.
And the Turner Plus 3. Gonna see how it works tonight.
There you go, man. That's a nice mic, man. I'm a fan of them.
What kind of mic? I'm told my D104 sounds a lot better on it than this thing, but this was right here, so I figured I'd try it. What kind of mic is it?
Plus 3.
It's a Turner Plus 3. Oh, 10 plus, yeah. Yeah, no, it sounds awesome on it.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's booming.
Yeah, I know when I
check it in. How about a radio man? You got a call in
Monday,
500 down here.
we're not very happy with it on AM, that's for sure.
500 checking in there, radio man.
I think Radio Man is doing some radio work. I'm not sure, but I think that's what he was saying.
Oh, I was just letting you guys talk. I got Swiper and I got 500 in there and I got Screwdriver. Who else we got for roll call for Maine Sidebanders? Last call. Any relays? Anyone want to come in from? You can still check in, but we're going to start shooting the bull here, and we'll still take check-ins, but we're going to start freewheeling here in a minute. Who else? We got any relays? Any other stations? Oh my God, you don't sound amazing there, 7, but we got you.
Oh, man. I don't know. Something's wrong with that thing, huh? Yeah, we can hear you. It's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely sounded better on sideband. She's a little off.
And I'm just going to say it, Screwdriver. If people are telling you that Turner Plus 3 sounds amazing, it sounds like you're talking through a number 10 bean can.
Thank you. Something that had to be said. Well, that's what I got earlier this week. You know, that's what I was told earlier this week, is it did not sound good. Pretty sure I was told it didn't sound amazing. I'm going to throw my D104 on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, you sound. I heard a couple people say, "Oh, that sounds amazing," and I'm gonna throw another ICB in there. I call bullshit.
Looking for that sort of sound, he nailed it, Skidder. He freaking nailed it. He nailed it. Come on now.
All right, well, I know this is tried and true, and it does what it needs to do. I don't know if it's loud enough or too loud on sideband, but it is what it is.
Sounds good, yeah. That's all that matters. We can hear you.
I know, Bear, you hate these mics, so you're never going to say it sounds good.
It makes me want to toss a beanbag. Right in your mouth. Yabba dabba doo.
Dabba 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 doo.
Oh, I'm sorry, Screwdriver. It was just you go. I'm on my Turner, and oh, that sounds great. And I'm going, what?
I said right from the beginning I was told it sounded like crap on Monday, so I was surprised it sounded even respectable, but I guess not.
Sounds classy, man. It just sounded classy.
I don't know. I'm just a big fan of the good old D104, so if it works, if it ain't broke, you know how it is.
Ain't no big deal. You just like a lollipop in your mouth, man.
Take that Turner Plus 3 and go out back with a spade and dig a 4-inch hole. No, forget of it. I don't even know if it's just the mic itself just might not be that amazing, because I've had good luck with Turner Plus 3s in the past. So maybe there's just something up with the mic.
I thought it sounded fine over here.
Don't sound bad over here either.
Yeah, it says the guy who said his edible's kicking in.
Hey, Radio Man, I apologize. I apologize for fucking with you there. You do a great job checking people in, and I'm happy you do it. So I didn't mean to fuck with you there.
Oh, I don't care. Well, I wasn't pissed about it, but I'm like, no, there's no fucking way he's not hearing me.
I know. I'm sorry. I was just fucking with you, and most people done it. Nope, I couldn't hear the fucking guy in Sanford. That's why I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
Timing was perfect. Spot on.
I was upset by it, Swiper. I'm currently filling out a butt hurt form as we speak.
Yes, in triplicate. Actually, Hawkeye, what's this doing for a signal over your way? I'm sure not a whole lot, but is it doing anything?
Oh, it's S8. What are you, barefoot?
Yeah, my meter's swinging up to a whole 7 watts.
Yep. So not too bad. The audio's good and clean. It's loud, clear.
Roger. Let's I'll at least kick on the Texas Star. There's a 250 swinging up to about 150 watts.
There you go. Now you sound like ass. That's mine, up.
Wow, tough crowd tonight.
I know, right? I don't know. I guess we can't all afford to buy that good new shit.
Screwdriver's gonna go jump onto his couch face first and start going,
I need my safe place.
I'm triggered.
That is well, I'm gonna sound like crap. I'm gonna wind her up.
Yeah, see, wow, no doubt. I want to see some smoke on a live feed.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Wind her up. Exactly. Oh, I already took the cover off this radio before I even started because it wasn't turning on all the way. So it's got something with the power wired issue. I got to clean out a couple of switches, but there is a good possibility of seeing smoke.
They were trying to detune freaking radio, man. I'm like, no, let's see it.
Yeah.
all right, guys. Sorry, when I'm doing roll call, I'm a little busy, so let me answer some questions here. Let's see. Thank you, Andrew Jones on YouTube. I don't know who. Let's see. Radio Man from Squib Knocket. Are you reaching other continents? Yes, I'm speaking to Australia, Europe. Well, I realize that Australia is a country and Europe is a continent. But anyways, yes, I am. I'm speaking to countries in South America. It does not appear, guys, tonight that we have skip conditions from what I'm hearing on the radio. So I don't know where Andrew Jones and Squib Knocket are. Thank you, Jose, 601 Texas. Popcorn, thanks for showing up. I see Floyd's in the chat. Squib Knocket's asking how. I don't know. I just get on the radio and talk to other continents. I don't know what you mean by how. I just do it. You'll have to elaborate on the how. I'm going to get back to the radio real quick here.
But I'll tell you, I think I let a little bit of pee out several times during that movie. I could not stop laughing.
Nice, I'll have to check that out.
I think, I don't know if it moved up into my top 10, but I think that might be up in my top 20 comedies. That definitely was list worthy for sure.
Is this like on Netflix or Prime or what? How deep do we have to dig?
Radio Man says it's behind some firewall on some site. I just punched it in my Fire Stick. It's on Daily Wire Plus. I don't know what that is. I assume it's some type of like a Disney Plus type deal. I mean, it's not Disney, but I assume it's something you can sign up for. I don't know if it'll be elsewhere soon.
Mulvaney, and then the swimmer, and it is, they start wrestling. This one guy who's like 6'8" just picks up this chick and just slams it to the ground with one hand, almost like a clothesline. It's fucking, I don't know, I found it very amusing.
25 check-ins for roll call tonight.
There you go, man. 25.
And we got Skitter, even though he didn't officially check in, but I marked him down.
Hey. Oh, yeah. I didn't think you would give me a decent signal. I was going to ask if you had your amp on.
No, I'm talking on my Kenswood.
What the fuck? Guy buys a big amp and doesn't run it.
Yeah. He's talking on his driftwood.
Hey.
Right. Kenswood.
Man, I actually got 12 people showed up for the live stream tonight. You can knock me over with a feather.
Well, Mike Johnson, he left.
Tens of views.
We went from ones of views to tens of views.
As Mr. Cobra would say.
Someone's trying very hard to get noticed tonight.
Why, they keep tuning in off frequency or something? Make a list of all the ones that didn't show up.
All right, Hawkeye, so what's the deal here? Am I hitting it too hard or something? Is that what's going on? I just couldn't really make an adjustment during the roll call, but what's going on here, Hawkeye?
It sounded like when you weren't hitting it hard enough before, when it kind of sounded like a noise gate is kicking in and kicking out.
All right, let's see here. Let's feed her the beans a little bit here. Hello, 1 2 1 2. We're feeding her the beans a little bit now. Is that any better?
Oh man, do you have a Sharpie? Do you have a Sharpie that you can like put sideband on it?
Actually, I have little adhesive arrows. Maybe that's what I ought to do, or just remember what the meter movement's got to look like. Yeah, it was going a little light, little. So, am I sounding melodious to you?
Yeah, you get that thing to the right. That was a whole lot better.
I'm so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah, but it sounds good on the radio.
What was that, Bear?
You're just a little loud on the. It's kind of overmodulated and clipping on the YouTube feed, but you sound fine on the radio.
Okay. Well, I can back that down just a tit too. Oh, 1 2. Yay! I know I backed it down a little bit, Bear, on the feed there. You're talking on the mic audio, right? Yeah, what was that, Bear? Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's better, man. You were just kind of loud on the feed, that's all.
Well, I made a lot of audio adjustments, and I didn't check them on sideband, and I didn't check on the live feed. But thank you, everybody. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, I would almost ease up or shut off that noise gate on sideband. It's kind of like, especially if you're really borderline and not driving your amp hard enough, it cuts it off almost too quick, and it kind of gets, I don't know if I'd say warbly, but yeah. What's going on, Mr. Floyd? Damn, I hear you better on this radio than I think any radio I've run yet. I'm just on a President Washington base. I know, right? You gotta love them. Doesn't sound bad either.
Squib knock it. So the 955 is stock. I am running outboard audio, but it's going right into the mic jack. So there's no mods to the 955. I am running a 4-element quad on a 50-foot tower, and it's probably the quad's about 60 feet up on the tower. That's probably the biggest thing. I am running an amp, but I'm not running anything crazy. just a little 4-pill. That's not crazy at all by the standards that people are running today. So stock 955, I'm running outboard audio, nothing crazy. I'm using podcasting equipment. Let me see if I can bring up a camera here and I can show you. Hold on a second.
Are you responding to Squib Knockout?
Yes, I am. Yes, Bear, I was. I wasn't going out over the radio. That was intentional.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Hey, radio man, you ever see Q down here locally to me? I don't know who it is.
Rotten, rotten, rotten.
We only got about half the power, but hey, still get out.
Yappa, tappa, tappa, doo.
So Squib Knock and anyone listening, I'm just going out over the live stream and not out over the radio. So what you can see right here, let me move out of the way. This is just an inexpensive $20 podcasting mic. And then this board here, that's just a Zoom R8 podcasting board, which is going into, let me change the camera, which is plugged into the front of my radio here. I am running some mixers to split the audio to go into my computer to do what I'm doing. But in terms of the radio equipment, I'm running a Striker radio with a 4-element quad and a 4-pill. And that's about it. So I'm going to switch back over to the radio here, but I just wanted to answer your question.
What's going on there, Bob?
Oh, you were listening to it. Just another beautiful evening.
Roger, roger. Freaking getting cold really quick over here. I'm down to 17 degrees, and I got a breeze out of the north.
Yeah. You know, I hear we're actually supposed to get a little bit of wintertime weather this weekend.
Yeah, right now, the forecast is officially 2 to 20.
2 to 20, I like it.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, we could only get nothing.
I'll get 25 inches. It's 2 to 20. If it comes 50 miles more this way, probably 8, 10, 12 inches. If it goes 50 miles the other way, 1, 2.
We'll be getting rain shortly after that snow, so don't get too
Yeah. Then we,
I heard the rain might actually be snow. I want to say that was what, like Monday or Tuesday? I don't. You know, I mean, I think it's going to be like last year. I think we're going to get 2 or 3 weeks where we're going to get back-to-back storms, and then we'll get nothing else for the rest of the year and be done. And I'd be okay with that.
Oh my God, more rain.
that's what they're saying right now. The Euro model is saying, I've been going by that one all year, and yep. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, you could be seeing southeast winds, 30 miles an hour, gusting above 50.
Yeah, I think that's what it was last time. They're out of the southeast.
Yeah, me, I'm going to have to pull my beam down this weekend and fix that rotor or something. I think I stripped the gear and it's just kind of spinning.
Again.
I don't believe you're going to do that.
Well, you're probably right, you know, because I don't necessarily have a rotor ready. I got a few that I need to get ready, but I don't have one sitting in my hand that I can just go bolt on in a matter of minutes. So, you know, I am kind of lazy and all. You're not wrong.
Hey, 500.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we got 20 degrees over here, but the wind chill's down to 14. So we got winds coming out of the northeast, and we're hitting about 5-mile-an-hour winds, but it's cold out there right now.
Yeah, we're not used to it. I mean, it's like winter again. It's been like, you know, March or something like that. Early November. We're back in a little bit of winter. This weekend cold. That storm, I don't know. That could be I don't know. They don't know right now. 2 to 20 on the Saturday, Sunday storm. But the one I'm looking at is that Tuesday night, Wednesday storm. I'm not impressed with a big rainstorm again and heavy winds. I could do it all with that. No.
Yeah, CMC's already talking about that storm in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I sound a little better to you up there, and I did turn off the noise gate in the radio. I don't know if that sounded a little better to you there, 500. I'm hitting the radio a little bit harder now.
Compared to when you first started doing your check-ins, it's like 197% better. I don't know what you were doing down there, but it didn't sound good. Right now, it sounds perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Much better.
Yeah, I was underdriving the radio. As long as I sound like I'm on AM, I can live with that.
Oh yeah, you sound like just like you're on AM, definitely. I wouldn't even know you were inside, man.
I love it. That's the stamp of approval right there.
Go ahead, CSK. Yes, what is going on, Mr. Pipeline? Good evening, sir. I'm hearing you good.
See if we can swing the beam up to the north so we can hear pipeline.
It's definitely working. Yeah, you sound good. Pipeline is over there in Rumford. Harry and Chelsea with a wave. Somebody in Chelsea waving. Yeah, I think I heard 7 key up, but Pipeline's in Rumford. What's going on, 7? Yeah, you both. Oh, not too bad. What are you running for a radio tonight? Try that again? What are you running for a radio tonight? RCI.
I'd throw that in the same ditch as Screwdriver's Turner mic.
Maybe that Turner mic could turn that radio around, but yeah, it definitely doesn't sound, it doesn't sound amazing, we'll say. We're still working on it. 10-4. Yeah, I mean, I know I've heard you on radios over there before that I usually get on, so, I mean, I can understand you. It's just not amazing, but, yes, good evening, sir. Good evening to you.
Oh, hey, Harry. Maybe we could hold the air. Are you still hanging out, Harry? I could try holding the air and swinging the beam north to see if I could hear you.
Flashing 7. Well, I guess this old Washington base is working. I do know I'm driving my amp a little bit harder than I normally do, so I'm sure I'm getting a couple of more whiskeys out of it. That's what I'm saying. It either takes it or it doesn't.
Is that pipeline?
Yeah, that is pipeline.
All right, pipeline. I swung the quad up to the north. We're hearing you now, pipeline. Yeah, copy that on the 5 to 6. I could probably spin the quad around a little bit more, see if I could dial in, but I got you now.
Cut in there real quickly. Hey, Pipeline, what's this thing doing for you down here in Lewiston? Yeah, 1 2 1 2 1 2. Just checking the radio. Roger, on the radio turning me down a little bit. Thank you.
Good evening. Yeah, it could be a little bit more west than north. Not much. I think it's probably like a northwest area. I wonder what I'm giving that beam pointed this way. You're giving me a 3.
Talking to me, you're giving me around a 10.
Beam's headed, I don't know.
Beam's headed north.
I was talking about Radio Man's beam.
Oh. Yeah, fix it. Go ahead and try it. I'm pointed about due north. Go ahead.
Audio. Howdy, Mr. Pipeline. Radio Man.
Yeah, I got you S9 over here. Fix it.
Thank you, Radio Man. Not much pipeline he's still in there.
He's not allowed to check out unless he checks with me, so that's not appropriate.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, Moose, are you still in there? Yeah, is there a guy that checked in with you by the name of Harry? Was there a guy that checked in with you by the name of Harry?
I seen he got his little, his crosses up today to, support the Moonraker.
Yeah, he just said he talked to Moose. That's why I don't know what he's using for a handle. I just know his name's Harry, but he said he talked to Moose. I'm assuming he's in Fairfield. I think he's in Fairfield. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. He talked to Floyd, but heard Moose. Okay. I don't know what he goes by for a handle, but yeah, I guess he's out there somewhere, or maybe he already shut it down.
Did you get permission?
No, he didn't. We're gonna have to give him 50 lashes with a wet piece of RG58 now.
That's pretty funny.
I used the 400 is better.
We choose the LMR 400.
Holy moly, Elmar 400, that's just sadistic, boys.
Yeah, you don't want to like permanently hurt him. This is just to teach him a little lesson. What's his handle? Nice. Alright, I got a question about John, about that Ranger man. Where the hell did you go? I heard you check in real quick, but it's been a while. John, don't get out. Well, he might be eating a Twinkie, but, you know.
John sucks. Over.
Remember? Is he on the phone with BBI? He's getting that range a little bit more BBI.
BBI's telling him a bedtime story.
BBI sucks.
Yep. Hush, little Johnny, don't say a word. Well, except for your 2990, it works better. Yeah, I didn't say that.
Wow, I don't know what it is tonight. Everyone's taking a page out of Swiper's book tonight.
We didn't want him to feel alone. You know, the only substitute for Yezu is Super Scanner. All right. Oh, I love it. If you can't love it, you gotta throw it away. Exactly. If you don't love it, you just burn it up. That's what I do. Yeah, I've had it happen recently. You know, it's fun times. Alright, can I check in? Okay.
Hold on the check-in. Someone's talking.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, whoever that was that wanted to check in, go ahead.
Sorry, didn't catch the other guy there. 119, Red Dragon up here in Augusta, checking in.
119 Red Dragon. Yeah, sounding good. What are you running for a radio?
Boat anchor, 7300, bare bone here, about 75 watts, go ahead.
Okay, well the 7300 sounding good from Augusta there, Red Dragon.
Alright, hey, didn't mean to cut the other guy off, I could only hear one of them, so sorry about that. But, wanted to get on the list.
Yeah, no problem, Red Dragon.
What's that?
Yeah, ICOM, yeah, 7300, just an old boat anchor.
She's sounding really choice. That sounds really good.
That was a good double, but, yeah, appreciate that. Got an old, desk mic here. I mean, like 20-year-old desk mic. She works good, though.
Yep, nice sounding radio. That's why I had to ask, because that thing sounds sweet. ICOM. I like ICOM. Definitely on sideband.
Hey, 500, what are you running?
Me?
Yeah, what are you running?
I'm just running my little Diesel 450.
Oh, you sound excellent on sideband. That's not what you use on AM, is it?
This is just direct to the stream. Thank you, Ronald McNutt. I want to radio 810 and one of them before. Wow, mine was stolen and I was pushing 1,000 miles behind it. 995. I don't know. What did you say there, Ronald? Repeat that again. I don't quite follow what you were saying.
Wow, that's an excellent radio.
Yeah, I've heard that 450 on AM. It sounds good. And, yeah, it's hard to beat a 7300. Those things, at least for sidebands, they're just great rigs.
Yeah, it's excellent on sideband. I use it on 10, awesome. It's time for an upgrade. Time to go to 7610.
I love the looks of a 7610. Those things are just pretty radios.
It's badass. Yeah, it's good. I will say, if you're, if you do...
Oh, okay. Copy, Ronald. Yeah, thanks for the follow on Facebook. Copy that. Yeah, I think the 955 is a great radio. It works great out of the box, rock solid on sideband. And, yeah, I'll try to specify, too, because some guys are listening to me on the radio and the live stream, and I'm just talking directly to the stream right now.
The radio through the computer, but it's got a wicked delay, and it's kind of annoying.
Roger.
No Roger beep.
Oh, man. My 7300 don't have a Roger beep or echo? What am I going to do?
Well, we probably work out the echo.
Well, I never. Oh, shit. Okay, I did once, but it was at band camp, so it didn't matter.
We got pictures on Facebook.
No phones allowed. There can be stories, but no phones. You can bring your guns, but no phones. Exactly.
Screwdriver, are you running your SDR at all?
I am not right now because I set this radio on top of my laptop.
Okay, I'm seeing like a weird, I don't know what it is, some blip of noise on 27, like 535. I just didn't know if you were seeing it.
No, but I bet I could. I could put that thing in here shortly. Why not?
Yeah, just curious if you're seeing it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you care. Remember I was telling you I was trying to figure out, I want to put this IP camera on my tower, and I was trying to figure out how to make it work with my webpage? Yeah, I figured it out tonight, so it'll work with my webpage now. So now I know what I got to do.
Nice.
Yeah, go ahead, whoever had the question out there. Go ahead, Moose, go ahead.
SDR for my computer there. Would it be viable to put up one of the scanner antennas up super high?
So your question was, would it be viable to put a scanner antenna up? Is that what the question was?
Put one of those trams up, once it goes from 25 megahertz all the way up to 1300.
Oh, yeah, I run one of those. That's what I use for a scanner antenna. It seems to work okay, and because I mean I'm listening to like stuff down in Portland, South Portland. They're like on 800 megahertz, and then I'm listening to VHF stuff. And yeah, I have one of those tram disco antennas. That's what I use.
Use it for your SDR?
I'm not using it on my SDR. I'm using it on my scanner, and it seems to work just fine on my scanner.
I'm going to inject just a little bit, yeah. For anything like 144 megahertz up, that would be awesome. But if you want to use that disco antenna to receive like CV stuff, it's going to suck.
Well, I was wondering if it's working on, because I know my IMAX works pretty good, but I got to get another antenna, because right now I can't operate both at the same time.
The disco is more like a scanner antenna, like 144 megahertz and up. It's awesome. Really broad banded, but I mean, down in this frequency, that disco antenna is going to suck.
Get yourself like an MFJ TR box. It's basically a Dow game, but you can hook one antenna up to two receivers. It's made just for an SDR. I forget what it is, like a 1708 or something like that. But I don't know. I think they're about $125 or so. But yeah, MFJ makes a box where you can just, I'm not going to say they're the best thing in the world, but they work. Where you can just plug your antenna in, and then your radio on one side, the SDR on the other, and it automatically switches the SDR to ground, so you don't burn it out.
Check that out, because that's what I was trying to figure out. So I have another IMAX I can put up, but I just want the safety just in case mine goes, and I have a spare one.
Yeah, hey Moose.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm running an MFJ 1708B as in Bravo -SDRS. So it's an MFJ. Basically, if you go on the MFJ website and you type in SDR, it'll come up. It's a switch box. So I run this between my striker and my SDR, and it's RF sensing switched. So right now, I'm not using my striker's receiver. I'm using my SDR receiver, and obviously the striker for the transmit. So that's how I get the spectrum display. And it does all the switching automatically, and it protects your SDR. And it allows you to use your CB antenna if you want to receive CB on your SDR.
Yeah, cool. I'll do that. Cost damn price getting an antenna.
Yeah.
Get a second run of coax. You don't need something else up in the air to worry about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing here. So I use the disco antenna for the scanner, but I didn't realize the question you were asking me. I'm sorry.
Okay, hey, can you send me a Facebook message of what you have right there?
Yes, I can do that. I just have to. I know your handle, but I have to try to remember who your name is.
Send you a quick a message.
Yeah, just send me a message. That'd be easier. Apologize. Sometimes I don't always make the connections, but just send me a message.
Hey, can you send that to me too, there, Radio Man? I think I might pick one of those up for the future.
Yes, I will do that as well. Not a problem.
You're the man.
Go ahead for the moose.
Whoever is called Moose, he said, go ahead.
Mr. Pipeline, I got a good copy on you over there at the edge of Rumford. Awesome. Yeah, you give me about a 5 to 7% good. Very good. In for the Fairfield. Wow, that's awesome.
Both of you guys are getting into Auburn.
Okay, this is going direct to the radio stream. To answer Ronald's question, the current antenna, I'm running two antennas. well, I have two antennas here. I have an IMAX that's about 50 feet up, and I also have a 4-element quad that's on my tower that's about 60 feet up. I'm kind of switching back and forth. There's a couple guys that are up in northern Maine I can't hear that well, so I switch over to the quad. But I typically run the IMAX for local because it's omnidirectional. So there you go. Is that it? Hopefully that answers everyone's question.
Let's be talking to Wayne.
So, Ronald, right here is my coax switch. I got to neaten up the cables. You can see them over there on the wall. I kind of brought everything in. It's a mess. I got to straighten that mess out. There's also my solar panel cables are over there. But when I flip this, like right now, this is on the quad for the vertical side. This is the quad on the horizontal side right here. And this is the Omni antenna right here. So I can switch antennas while I'm talking. Well, I don't do it while I'm talking, but I can switch antennas. So anyways, that's that there.
The 16th yet? I'm ready to go back to school. I'm tired of working.
I'm thinking like more like retirement. I'm gonna learn how to play shuffleboard.
Online gambling.
I got a letter the other day from my school if I was in trouble. It said I made the dean's list. I thought I was in trouble. I had to look up to see what it was.
There you go.
What are you in school for?
Electrical theory, or basically become an electrician.
Well, copy that. Well, you'll be busy.
I thought it was for fixing electronics, but evidently not.
Yeah, I work in electronics. I used to work in radio electronics repair, but now I mostly do medical equipment.
Actually working for a security company up there in Quentin right now.
Ah, copy that. Yeah, I was fortunate that the town that I live in, well, the next town over, I work for a company and I do I work in the service department, and we do a lot of industrial, medical, military. We do a lot of medical work, but I mean, like right now, that's largely what I'm working on is repairing medical equipment. We have a company that we do work for that does robotic spinal reconstruction surgery, of all things.
Anacron Technology.
Yeah, how did you know?
I worked there quite a few years back when I lived down in Bridgeton for a while.
No kidding. Yeah, they've grown quite. I don't know how long ago you worked there, but boy, they've gotten pretty big.
I was about 13 years ago, give or take.
Oh, wow. Yeah, geez, we must have about 300, 350 employees over there.
I was there, we only maybe had 30 max. That was it.
Oh, no kidding. Small world, huh?
Hey, break. What? Yeah, I was just listening to your conversation about Anacron there. I actually worked for them when they were in the Grange Hall up in the center of town there in Gray, and helped them move all the equipment over to the new building when they built it.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't there, but I heard about the Grange Hall. That's where they got started.
10-4, we worked right in the basement of the Grange Hall.
Yeah, I've heard the stories. There's a couple people that work there that were there when they were in the Grange Hall. Not many, and they some of these guys have been with the company for like 30 years.
Yeah, I worked for them. I don't even remember how long I worked for them. It wasn't very long. Probably 2, 3 years, 4 years, I think.
You got caught drinking on the job, didn't you?
Again.
Actually, I didn't drink back then.
Yeah, so put that in your crack pipe and smoke it.
Oh, it was a crack pipe issue. Fuck me.
Didn't go through, so they had to lay off about 30 of us. But I was getting ready to leave there anyways. Was Cindy Randall working there when you were there? Cindy was one of the senior people. Cindy, I think a guy named John. John, bald head, wears glasses. And 4, he's one of the smart guys. He does all the, gets to the QC as the parts come through. And 4, I did. I worked in the manufacturing area running the wave. They sent us down to Dover Salt Tech to learn how to run the wave for like a weekend. I forget how long we were down there, a couple of days. And yeah, did quite a bit. I worked in repairs quite a bit, and I liked working there. They just didn't pay enough at the time. No, they did not pay enough. That was the only bad thing. It was like, for the job we're doing, the technical extra experience you're going to have, you weren't getting paid. At the time, I was only making like $12, $13 an hour. That's funny. When I worked there, I was making $7.50 per hour. Hold on. He sucked in the wintertime, going from there all the way to Bridgeville all the time. Oh, geez, yeah, I can imagine that. I worked with a couple. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was the female of the couple that worked there in Ennicott, too, and that's where they lived. And, yeah, they used to tell me stories about how bad it was getting to work sometimes in the winter. Those back roads, I think it was Route 11, coming from Naples, that road's horrible in the winter.
Oh, nice and twisty and windy, though. And just, there's a lot of big hills that drop off really quick.
I always had my TV, so I've always found out when the Ford Sprints trucks ran off the road all the time.
Yes, sir. The airport in the snow.
Yeah, don't forget Egypt Road, too.
What, Hurricane Mountain?
Yeah, if you go about 5 miles without touching the gas pedal.
Yeah, come in one direction.
Yeah, going home I could. Going there, no, it's a different story.
Yeah, it is really small. Sometimes it's unbelievable.
Tree in the middle of the ocean in a little boat. It's a big world.
It's not as big as you think. I guess it depends.
Hey, Screwdriver, have you noticed that since I've turned the noise gate off at all, did you notice anything different?
You were giving me enough that I didn't notice anything anyway. The only thing I noticed, it'd be funny if you look at the live feed, but, like, you know, I think when somebody gives this radio enough signal, it actually, you know, the receiver folds back on itself. So, like, Hawkeye was giving me more of a signal than you were, but I didn't hear anything that sounded really bad. I just know, being as close as we are, I didn't get down to paying attention. But I know on AM, I noticed that noise gate. It almost like annoys me, and I don't know why it does, and it shouldn't. It's not that big of a deal, but I noticed that noise gate instantly. When you're running it, I can tell you're running it, and I don't think it sounds good, but we're just this close.
Yeah, well, I just tried turning it off. It was the one inside the striker, so I just turned it off. Right now, I'm pointing right through you because I was listening to Moose and stuff like. I figured I was listening to Moose and Birdman. I flipped over to the quad just because it's quieter and they were talking and I could hear them with more signal.
Roger.
Okay, a lot of radios, especially CBs, they get really close to each other, like, you know, you're at a truck stop or something like that. When you actually key up, you're actually going to see the needle swing backwards because that's the circuit in the front of the radio, so it doesn't overload the front of the radio. So if somebody says, well, you're keying at 9, but you're swinging back to a 7, and you know your forward power is like stupid forward, that's the radio protecting itself.
I could do all kinds of crazy shit. Like a couple of sideband nights ago, I couldn't leave my radio on. It was fucking my radio up, and I had issues a day or two later after. Wingnut must have been pointing right at me, apparently, or I don't know. He was fucking devastating my radio. It was like, this is a 2950, and it was acting like I had like a Kenwood going where you have to, the needle has to come down before you can hear anybody. But it was like 30 seconds. It was like forever before I could hear anybody else.
That's like a really slow AGC.
So you'd say that Wingnut knocked the bottom out of your radio.
Oh yeah, he was wailing on it. He must have been pointing right at me, because he doesn't normally do that.
I don't know if you're close enough to key up the other person's amp, but you might be close enough to key up the other person's amp back feeding through their antenna.
Don't worry about it, Wingnut. We're neighbors. I want you to go big, so don't even worry about it.
I wonder if you go big enough if you would do that. And I know when you're parked next to somebody, you're close to somebody in the road, like you can make the other person's amp chatter and make all kinds of noise.
It actually did do some weird shit to it. The next day, I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was like a channel off. That's right. I'm like, why does it sound like I'm getting slopped? And I'm on 28, and I can't remember if it was up or down, but 20, let's say 29. Same thing for 6. Skip was rolling, that's what it was. And it went down to 6, and it was like I'm getting slopped. Hit channel 7, everything, I'm getting channel 6. Like, what the fuck? So, I just powered the thing down and shut the power supply off to it for a day, and then it was fine. But it's a fucking million years old, this radio.
No doubt. Overriding the front end?
Yeah, probably did a little bit of tweaking on the CPU and that thing or something.
Mobiles. And I've never had a radio do that kind of wacky shit, but it did.
So I have Joker right behind me. When he keys up, every once in a while, something's right. It's like, I can't even find him on the band. I just go around and around. It's like, he's got to be on the band somewhere. And he's coming like, I don't even know where it is. It's like a harmonic, comes out of nowhere. If you're close to somebody, I don't think it's actually keying my amp up. No, it just fucks with the receive.
What's weird is I could hear him, I could understand him clear as day. I mean, it wasn't all this, when you're next door, you two vehicles next to each other, plastic, so you can't even understand him. But I could hear him, he sounded great, but it was definitely fucking with the radio.
I've done it before over here with Joker. He's talking to somebody. I think it's 7 out there. And I'm like, searching the band. It's like, what? He's on every channel. How can you be on every freaking channel? And it's not distorted. It's not like slop. You can hear him like completely clear, but he's like on every channel. It's like, how do you do that?
You know how desperate I am for a radio that can transmit on all 40? I'll pay some money. You got one, I'll pay for it.
I know, that World of God radio, whatever, is amazing.
Fuck, yeah, I want that radio.
Think about that, Bob. Pick your mind on that one. If you actually have a radio that's really, really broad-banded, you know, these are pretty much boop, boop, down on the scope, but do you gain anything if the signal went up? You know, like went straight ahead for a little bit, then went back down on your scope. So it's really, really broad banded. Does that do anything for you?
An amplifier can do that too, though. 500. I wasn't really. I know what you're saying. I would love to have one that legitimately transmitted on all 40. I'd love a radio that did that. I paid big bucks for it. So if you can make one, talk to me. But no, I get what you're saying. But an amplifier can do the same thing. You can have a perfectly clean radio, and you put it through a shitty amplifier. They fucking splatter all over the place.
Well, like you said, I wouldn't want like 100 channels in it. I'm just saying on that same channel almost. You know how you look at a oscilloscope or a spectrum analyzer, it goes peaks right up and it goes right straight down. If that didn't go right straight up, not straight down, in other words, so say you broadcast over like a whole KC at one time, which I don't know if you can, but I'm saying if you got the carrier really wide banded, would that work?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got a radio I can go as wide as it wants to go, and you can definitely take up a few channels wide if you have the right frequency response on that.
Right, but
What's that you're saying, Ronald? What I'm hearing from all the people out there on the radio that's overdriving your MN radio. What's an MN radio?
signal or a stronger signal or no?
It really depends on the receiver. If you're talking to a regular CB, the more narrow banded it is, the better, because you're putting out, you're receiving, you might have a 6 kilohertz wide filter on your radio, and probably not, it's probably like a 4 kilohertz wide. So if you're going like, 12 kilohertz wide, that's all outside of what you're trying to receive. Realistically, the narrow banded with the no bass and all that power is put on frequency is going to be heard better. If you're on a wideband receive radio of some type, like a receiver, then you might actually see something pick up. But you're not getting out as much power on the frequency that you're receiving because you're widebanding it, and you usually are less of a signal.
Bingo. That's a good, solid answer right there. Yep. Goes up and down really quick. It's going to be all on the same frequency. If you throw a filter in there, it's going to filter the sides off anyway, so you're actually going to lose power. If you have a radio with no filter, theoretically, it would help. But yeah, you nailed it.
He's wicked smart.
I watched the video one time. I usually bullshit my way through just about any scenario.
So you're right. Up and down real quick. There it is. But yeah, I wonder about that. Think about it. It's like, wouldn't it be better if you had a wider banded signal going out? Because that would cover more area. But if the radio has a filter on it, 600 whatever, I don't even know if the filters are, but if the thing is actually filtered right there, then all that would actually be just filtered away anyway. So, yeah, waste of time.
And the way you got to look at it is the same amount of power on sideband goes a lot further. And people will say, oh, it's because of the way it is and whatever, but on a sideband, you're only using up like 2.4 kilohertz wide. So you're putting all your power out in a narrower range, so it's actually just more efficient. It's like going from an Omni to a beam. You're literally just bringing the beam width down. You go on CW, that's like a 500 hertz wide. CW, that's why it works better for long distance. That's why, governments use it. That's why, ham uses it, because you're going to get out so much further because that power, and yes, it's being is dots and dashes, but that power is put into such a narrow band that it is just so efficient.
Copy that. Okay, I understood now, Ronald.
Yeah, that's all you're doing. That's one very, very, very narrow band in Morse code. And yeah, I get it. Voice right now is pretty narrow here. Obviously, like not on stereo, but yeah, what's TV band? Maybe what? 800 hertz to maybe 1200, 1300 hertz?
I never put it. I knew about the sideband thing, because it's a narrow band, all the power's going there. I knew that, but I never put the two together like you just described there, Screwdriver.
Roger. Yep, and that's why it just makes it better. So, I mean, if you had two narrow band, like if I know everybody's big into wideband and radios right now and trying to get all this audio through that most people can't hear, because it sounds good. But if you literally, if you narrowed up your normal person out in Skip or out talking to, if you could do a narrow band transmitter, it's gonna get out that much better. Might not sound the same. It might be closer to telephone quality, but it's going to get out further.
Did you just say sideband was better?
I did not, sir. I think you're mistaken.
I'd like to go back and see the feed.
I already shut mine off, luckily.
Oh, boy.
I said CW was better, all right?
Oh, I apologize.
But yes, sideband is, though. I mean, for a longer distance with the same power, it truly is. There's a reason why I can't talk to John on AM, or barely, you know what I mean? You can't understand him. And then you can on sideband. I don't have any quieter of receive. My receive didn't go up. He's not doing any more power. It's just because it's in a narrower band, and it's just more efficient.
Isn't CW just beep, though?
Yes, but now, I mean, your CW is beeps. Now everybody's using this FT8, and it's the same thing. FT8 is, basically just typing. You're in a fucking chat room or whatever. I'm all set with having an AOL radio, but that's just me. But there's a reason why you're making these really distant contacts on FT8. You barely can hear them, but you only need to hear that little bit. And it's such a narrow bandwidth that it actually, it's going to make it a whole lot further.
I love the idea of making really, really far contacts, direct contacts, not skip, direct contacts. I like that. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, I'm not a big FTA fan, but the more I see it, I don't know, it's a little bit more computer than I really want, but at the same time, you can really just use it to fine-tune your setup, your radio, your antenna. You're not having conversations. You're not doing any of this. You're just making a contact that's verified through your computer. But, it's literally you're receiving that transmission, It's kind of like, I wouldn't say working the NASA space station, but, it's kind of in that same realm. It has its things to like about it, I guess.
Anybody channel 35 late at night? Lower sideband, channel 35. They check that out yet?
There's some guys that talk on 3500 on sideband in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, Vermont. I've been in Massachusetts. Yep. You gotta get up late. It's 12 o'clock in the morning. It's dead ass quiet. And I've been in the Burlington, Vermont, all over New Hampshire, down into Chatham-something, Massachusetts, right on there, right there. Channel 35, lower sideband, middle of the night. And these guys got a whole network going on. You haven't found that one yet?
Yeah, I've heard a couple of them out there. I've talked to them before. Not much, but I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of just scanning around in quite a while.
It's a real weird channel. I just floating through it 6 months ago, just floating through my radio. It's what the hell is that? Because I left it on 37.5, lower sideband, and tooling through it, and it's who the hell is that? I'm in the Rutberger, Vermont. I'm in the all over Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, northern Massachusetts. Oh, yeah. And they all got beams. They all running ham radios. They're right dead on 35, 2735 lower sideband.
Roger.
Just saying, not recently done it, but probably maybe 2 months ago. Yeah. And they got some real radios. I don't know. The Homeland Security is going to know about them, but I don't know.
That is Mr.
400 from Lewiston. Roger. Yeah, I think he did point towards you a little while ago, and I think he was probably giving you some of the better signal that you would hear from down this way. Where is he? Exactly. Good old Bean. That was Pipeline over in Rumford again. Oh, I love Rumford. Hold on.
Oh, direct to the, let's see, YouTube on the chat. What's up, Radio Oklahoma? Yeah, no skip conditions tonight, just local. We had good turnout. Jeez, we had, looks like 28 check-ins for roll call.
I'm wrong. Oh, man. Hi, how you doing? I guess I got nothing. That's Rumford. Damn it. Nope. I was trying to talk to you, I guess. I don't know. I was talking to sort of west-northwest, but I brought it back around, Roger. Roger, yeah. Over here in Lewiston. Hanging down here downtown Lewiston.
So, again, direct to chat, Ronald over on Facebook. We do this, it's called Maine Sidebanders every Thursday night. It's a local sideband net. We just call it roll call, who shows up. So everyone just basically says their handle and their location. I give them a signal report. We don't try to make it like a ham radio net. We just try to, get established who's here. We post the list to Maine Sidebanders, which is a Facebook page. And then we just kind of talk informally. This is all just locals up here tonight. We had 28 people show up, so we just call it roll call.
Out of the way. Yeah. Well, there's a big difference. I mean, there's a lot of people in Lewis and Auburn that are 10 miles away that I can barely hear. So there's a big difference on a stock radio a few miles away on an antenna that's barely off the ground, and somebody running a beam and 1,000 watts, 60 feet in the air. You definitely get a little more coverage when you go big. Go big or go home. Yes, go big or go home, what he said. Well, that's what you said.
Everyone's going big lately. I love it.
And I am going home.
Oh, man, out of work for the night?
Yeah, I got done early. It's been a long day. I've been going for 16 hours straight. I need to shut-eye.
Roger. And yeah, there's definitely been a lot of people upgrading and, getting bigger. It's been awesome.
I'm not going to lie. I see people posting pictures on Facebook, and I go, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to make that purchase sooner.
Radio man, you might as well put me checked in.
Okay, we got you, Traveler in the mobile.
What? Your 3-minute drive is already over?
Yeah, I didn't even start keying up until I was practically on my street.
10 for...
That's right.
The flame flower's making the trip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes me want to go a little taller and, I don't know, maybe upgrade the antenna a little bit. Dr. Jim said, if your radio or your antenna actually didn't blow down this winter, it wasn't big enough.
Exactly. You know, go bigger until it blows down. It's no big deal.
It's my favorite quote. He told me that when I was like 14 years old. Looked right at me and said, what do you got for an antenna? I told him, I said, nope, that's not going to blow down. I said, okay, why? Because the antenna's not big enough. If you blow down, it wasn't big enough. I went, I never lost that.
You know, I would have to say I've bent a couple of pipes. I've never lost an antenna at home. I have lost a lot of Omnis up to camp. And when I say lost them, like the antenna and the mount was fine, but, well, I mean the pipe and the mount and everything was fine. But I snapped a lot of antennas in half up to camp. And I mean, I think I was up to like 13, 14, something like that. I have a list somewhere. Fuck, I have a pile of them that have been broken that are up there.
My favorite story is I actually put up a Mako 5/8 ground point. Put it up on a tower. Oh, it was like 20 years ago. Put it right up in the tower, all assembled good, put it right up there. Went out snowmobiling. Had a windstorm over here. I came back the next day. I found that antenna like in April, 300 feet behind the house.
Nice.
It gets really, really windy here.
Yeah. Beep, beep.
It's just funny, like I've been working on my radio station, my tower, and I see people posting pictures and I'm going, well, they're going bigger, I gotta go bigger.
I know. I've been waiting. I'm at the point now. I get to tell my wife, like, radio man's stepping on me. I'm gonna have to do something. And well, her answer is not the same as what I was hoping.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've been seeing, well, like that picture I posted today, a lot of cars around town with Strikers and Wilsons on them, which is impressive to me because it's almost like people are reading on the internet, like, don't buy the 2-foot long antenna. So, and then tonight before the net, I saw at least 2 different sideband channels going. They were Southern Maine, I saw New Hampshire, or heard, whatever you want to say, and I saw 2 a.m. There was 4 channels of activity I was hearing from here from the house tonight, and that's becoming almost a nightly occurrence.
Yeah, it's been great. I love seeing it pick up. I love hearing more and more local channels out there, people talking to different people. It's been good, you know. I mean, this last, I say year, but I mean, fuck, even the last like 6 months throughout this summer and fall, it has definitely gotten. There's been quite a few more people we've talked to in the last couple months, 6 months.
Already, how many contacts do you have tonight actually keyed in? I'm going to think 25, 30.
29.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and it's hard to do what we do on CB, and, you know, everybody wants to, you know, 10-5 for people, and a lot of people get keyed up on and, you know, get frustrated, so it's hard, but, you know, there was a lot of people that stuck in there tonight, which was great.
My biggest fix tonight, and I have to fix it, is I don't have an omnidirectional antenna. And I got an awesome location, and this thing is swinging around like a freaking, yeah. I have to throw up a freaking good, solid Omni. So I don't have to do this. Because I can hear everybody who had an Omni. By being so freaking stupid directional that I'm missing a lot of it.
Yeah, fuck you with your location.
Whoa!
Yes, what Swiper said, fuck this. But yeah, no, it's, we're kind of like middle, Williston, even over here in New Gloucester, like, there's people to every side, so to run a beam on something like tonight is hard, when it's a normal conversation and you got like, a half dozen people in there, well, a lot of times they're all from one direction, but yeah, when you're doing tonight, it's difficult for a beam.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the difference between me swinging the beam around is I get local everywhere. You say, you're in Jay. I get the beam down towards Gardner, I can't hear nothing. If the beam's in Gardner, I'm literally local. I go, to Jay, I'm literally local. It's like, I get it. The good news is the beam's very directional. That's the good news. But it's kind of like, it's kind of, See, right now, I get the beam right down towards you there, Bob. Bacon's probably working pretty good.
Garage door's going up.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely hammering, that is for sure.
Watch it. I know I'm going to bore the shit out of you, and I'll apologize for it tomorrow, but when I go like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like that, and it's only a 4-element beam. I just went away.
Hell yeah.
And I just got down. Actually, we even had, I've never heard of this guy 704 Robin Hood. That was a new one on me. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else that showed up that was new that I hadn't heard before. I don't think so. We had a couple people show up Monday night from Wyndham. But yeah, that guy, I don't know where that guy was in Sanford, but he was making a good trip, and he was new to me. I've never heard of 704 Robin Hood. 10-4 on just up the road from you there, Cyclops.
What about the guy in Augusta with the 7300? I don't know if I've heard him on before. It does sound familiar.
Yeah, he was blasting in here, and I can actually hear Cyclops in Auburn here, too.
I copied all that. Yeah, Swiper says he's hearing Cyclops, and I heard he's getting a better setup. Yeah, so Robin Hood had a good signal. It was respectable from Sanford. I've heard Dragon before, just he shows up infrequently.
And yes, mud ducks, you say.
Absolutely. Paranoid mud duck wearing a straight jacket.
Oh, the straight jacket. Oh, man, that's getting scary.
Mr. Paranoid, yes, paranoid mud duck wearing a straight jacket.
Much better audio, Paranoid. Much better audio.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, I think we're trying to get that thing set right.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like you had a piece of wax paper over your microphone. It was all lows earlier.
Yeah, I saw that too, and when you said that, I looked over and I was like, yeah, wow, it's all lows. But it's working good now. Yes, sir, 500, I hear you over here as well. You're sounding good over here on the coast.
Roger, Roger. Every time you key up there, and I bang.
That's always a problem. I look at getting more lows out of my radio, and then I find out, I can get a bunch out of it, and it doesn't sound as good to most people. I have a hard time. The only thing on some of my basses it sounds good, but if you're on a mobile radio, a little speaker, it gets muffly. It's hard to understand.
Just direct to the stream. Catalyst UDX 122 on YouTube. No conditions here in Jersey, but waving. Yeah, it's been all local tonight. No conditions, but it's been a good night. I've had a lot of you guys show up. I appreciate everyone showing up and hanging out for the stream. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. It gets fun when there's conditions, too, because you guys can check in from away, but not tonight.
10, 4, 500. Yep, definitely a good night. I got back down to 2020 Cyclops in Rochester again.
Yeah, it's kind of freaking cold down here. freaking cold. Got a wind coming out of the north tonight. Holy crap, I got like 17 degrees and the wind's blowing.
The wind is going pretty good over here, but I only got 20 degrees over here.
I'm actually seeing like 17.8 outside right here, and my back bay is down to like 36.
The wind chill's a factor tonight because I've been reading, I've been watching it, and I mean we've been dipping down to like 10 degrees. So right now the wind chill's sitting at 15, and just like what 500 said, the winds are coming out of the northeast primarily.
You know, one of my cups, my windometer, whatever the fuck it's called, broke off, so there's only 2 on there. And I'm showing like 3 miles an hour right now. But I'm showing like 17 degrees with like a 5-degree, wind chill, which seems like it's awfully low to me.
Well, that's what I'm showing. Current wind speed about, well, right now 2.8, but when you said 3 miles an hour, I was showing 3.3, and the wind chill is currently reading 16.5, so that is at a temperature of 19.9. That would be considered, well, it changes as the wind blows, but that's about what I'm reading for wind chill. I got a wind chill of 17.8 degrees right now, and of course that'll dip down as the wind blows.
I'm going back to brr.
Yeah, it's definitely cold. As I'm sitting here listening, I am hearing the wind blowing across the eaves for sure. You can tell it's blowing.
I checked my weather station against the National Weather Service at the Gray Weather Station just to check to make sure my instruments are still accurate.
I don't know if there's something wrong with you guys' receive, but you're stepping on.
Stepping on who? What is it out there, Floyd? 10 born to 17. Yeah, it's definitely dropping for sure. 52 degrees, what, inside? Is that from all the Twinkies or what? Where you been all my life? Oh, Lord, yeah. Guys, I'm going to say good night, and we'll catch you next week. God willing. Hey, have a good one, 2020. Always a pleasure.
That was a little joke about the receive thing.
That's it. I brought that rotor in here, Swiper, from your old one. Maybe I'll pull it apart tonight. I was gonna start pulling it apart and looking at it. I don't even know about pulling it apart. Maybe I'll just wire it up and see if it works.
I would suggest pulling it apart. It definitely needs to be clean.
That's not amazing, screwdriver.
Yeah, you definitely weren't on your audio for the first part of that. You were breaking up hard, but yeah, I'm sure it does. But I'm like, it'll probably take me 2 weeks to clean it and grease it. And it's gonna snow this weekend, so I'm like, what can I do to just throw something on that little tower for this weekend to get me through the winter?
I'm not thinking you're going to need to rebuild it or anything, but I mean, pop it apart, just put your eyes on it.
Oh man, my eyesight's getting worse. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Oh, tell me about it.
I actually think I might need glasses. So I'm having a hard time starting to read a lot of shit. I mean, I stare at a computer a lot more during the day, and I'll tell you, like, I need to actually, one of them people, I need to step back a little bit to read. I'm gonna need to put shit out at arm's length to read what I'm reading.
Yeah, just pop into a Dollar General or whatever, one of them fucking cheap stores, and grab something right off the rack, and put them on your head, see what you think. I think you're gonna go, oh my god, that's amazing.
It's like it just blurs over.
2SK.
I think Novocaine was saying he's flying from watching too much porn.
No doubt about it, Pipeline. Yeah, you definitely sounding good, man. We're going to get that Amtron up over there, and yeah, you'll definitely notice a difference. But hey, have a good one, and we will talk to you again sometime this weekend, I'm sure.
Have a good evening, Pipeline.
And it's not watching the porn that made him blind. It's what he's doing while he's watching the porn. He's got hands rolling on his palms too, and we don't say anything.
Is that why he always smells like lotion?
You know, it's kind of weird. Like, my right hand always smells like lotion, and I have no calluses on it. But my left hand, well, that's a different story.
That ain't right at all.
No, it ain't right, but it's funny, because it's true. Just ain't right at all. No, but 29, Floyd did. Just ain't right at all. Double B45. Oh, okay. Port Clyde. Port Clyde. I tend to remember that. Well, I don't remember where the hell it was, though. On Bud Rockland. What's going on, Mr. Double D? 10-4 on the sandbagging. I don't know if you out here get clocked in, but Radio Man can definitely write you down.
Yes, sir. You might just as well. Novocaine gave me up. May as well go ahead and put me on the list.
Yeah, you were showing up on his sandbag meter. He just knew you were out here.
Yeah, I'll jump in. A Double D, can you copy Radio Man Direct, Double D?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Copy that. We got you down on the roll call, Double D. And you're in Port Clyde, correct?
There you go, Radio Man. Port Clyde. Port Clyde, America.
Copy that. Good signal over here in New Gloucester.
Double D there. You got a hell of a radio. It's one of them old bouquet retirement radios. Rascal. One of Rascal's pieces of junk. Evidently he's not in there.
Yeah, I'm running my Cobra 29 tonight.
Sounds good.
10-4.
Did you say you were on a Cobra 29?
10-4. I'm running a Cobra 29 tonight, yep.
Wow, that thing sounds awesome.
10-4. Just a couple of the modifications to it, you know. You know me. You know Mr. Paranoid is.
I got the old school Cobra 27.
10-4, yeah, the Cobra 27, huh? You know what, the 25s, 21s, 19s, all those, 18s even, yeah?
Now, this thing's, you've heard it once or twice, I think. Rascal can't not talk. Well, I'm a Linko TX77.
10-4 on the Linkos, oh yeah, nice little radios.
Novocaine, I think I'm going to get the SM30 to the Icon and see how that works. There you go, yep.
You get 7300?
Not yet. No, I've got a 718 sitting here, though.
10-4, yeah, I get one of the 705 MK2s, I get one of those, and then I get the 7300 still brand new in a box, actually. I just took it out, modded, Mars mod, and then I ran it for a couple of months and put it back in the box.
What'd you do that for?
I'm running my Yaesu now. I've got a couple of Yaesu FTDX10s, and I got a 991A. I like that. That's a nice radio, too.
What the hell do you do? Buy out the candy store or what?
Well, not quite, no, but my FTDX10, I got my first one about a year and a half ago, and then after having that for a little while, I loved it so much I had to get a second.
I don't blame you. I'm kind of tossed right now with the 7300 or the 710 AES. They're both in about the right price range when I make the move.
10-4, yeah. Well, I like the FTDX10 because of the, the SDR features of the radio and all that. It's just a really great receiver, and the preamps in it are just amazing.
Stuff like that will sell me.
10-4. Well, that's what it sold me on this radio. I can compare it to any other radio on the receive, but as soon as you flip the preamps on it, it blows them away. Even my 7300, which is very good too. Don't get me wrong, I like that radio, but the CX10 is just a little bit better on the receive.
So you're going to let the 7300 go for a lot less than what they're going to get down to HRO?
Well, I don't know about that. I think I paid about $9.99 for it, I think, when I bought it.
That sounds about right. They've had them up and down in price.
Yeah, I've seen them go as much as 12, but, I've seen them as cheap as $9.99, so I bought it when it was on sale.
I might have seen it once, a little less than that even, but no, you're right on mark with it.
He's probably sold
Either way, I don't know. Right now it's just a pipe dream, but I see it in the near future. Nova King's going to give up some of his cash.
Yeah, I've seen them down to $8.99 before when they had the mail-in rebate and the instant rebate through HRO, but it's not. I haven't seen that in quite a while. That was about 2-3 years ago.
For 7300.
He's got a little sports stuff.
Yeah, it's a little fat boy Sportster with a few accessories. That look like my version of the Street Glide, which again is an upgrade from a 718 to a 7300 or any Yaesu. But yeah, I still like the bike, but I don't know, man. It's gonna need a cam just because. It's gonna need a little paint around.
Is that the fella in Fort Clyde?
These big trades?
Yeah. And Mr. Paranoid, I can hear them both.
Well, yeah, I'm not really
Oh,
into
what's going on, Mr. Hutch? How much, you? Oh, you are listening to it, bud. I just got in. Holy fuck, it's fucking cold out there. Yeah, it dropped off quick because it wasn't bad like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Holy shit, you go out there now, you're freezing nuts off.
and you're trying to
I
get
gotta go back to the back bay and shut it down, and yes, I could just it's whipping. I got in just I heard you say something about it was 30-something degrees out back there. Oh! Yeah, I mean I don't heat it, but and it stays. I'm not gonna lie, it stays about 15 to 20 degrees warmer than outside temperature. So it's not bad. It's still like 15 degrees, 18 degrees warmer. Is that where your diesel heater is out back there?
I'm happy with the
Yeah, but I got it plumbed in upstairs now, so I've actually been heating my entire place on it, the upstairs. Half, I say the entire half, just on that diesel heater and nothing else. No electric heaters, no nothing. Yeah, I got mine over here. I'm gonna rig it up somehow so I can heat inside here too.
This is so fucking funny. I just made a look on my face to your conversation about it being cold out because I forgot to plug my diesel in. And my wife's like, what? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, I forgot to plug the truck in. She's like, no, electric, what are you doing? Diesels don't like the cold. She's like, what? That's suspect.
Keep on that audio. I didn't understand a word he said.
Really? It's not working?
Oh, it worked right there, I guess, but that last yep, I don't know, you were chopping up or something. I got all of it, I heard it all, was definitely a little choppy.
I didn't plug my diesel in, so I'm like, oh, this fucking cold shit is not good. I'm gonna have to go out there.
Oh, that was much better.
I was gonna say, you need me to 10-5 for you there, 149?
I know, I was thinking the same thing. I heard him say already it's
You have to put conditioner there in your gas. Oh, swiper?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was still. There was guys out in the distance talking there. I think they were hollering at you, Hutch. I didn't even hear what you said.
somebody hollering at me.
I said, do you have to put conditioner in your fuel?
Well, I've never had a problem, but I do it. I don't do it like it's a religion or something, but I do put it in. I go to play. I think that what keeps me from having problems is I go where they sell a lot of diesel. You know what I mean? If the tank is running through, you know, if it's sitting there a long time, nobody's buying diesel there, you don't want to buy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what also helps you out a lot. You know, if you were sitting like out front of here or a little further out front, you get a lot more wind because it's in the open, you know what I mean? And you're kind of like, I mean, with your house right there and the neighbor's house and everything, I don't know if you get as much wind down low, so I don't think that wind like really kills it down as much.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, this Duramaxes don't usually have problems with cold, but I'd like to have fucking heat when I get in the damn thing. I got a remote start, and you know, without the being plugged in, I need every advantage to get heat out of the fucking thing. They just don't warm up until you fucking run them.
Boy, that fucking wind is a little whipping.
Huh?
The wind is really whipping out there right now.
I'm warm today.
That comes from the heated seat.
But Mr. Paranoid, was you hearing 149?
Roger, Mr. Paranoid. I can hear that 149 tonight.
Roger, I can hear you. I'm actually hearing you pretty good tonight.
Roger that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna 10-5 for you because you couldn't hear Swiper.
Touche.
I was even hearing the other fellow you was talking to up there in Port Clyde.
I can hear you no problem over here.
Yeah, 10-4. I got a good copy on you, too.
That Omni's doing the job for you, huh, Hutch?
Say that again?
That Omni's working for you, huh?
It's not working enough, but it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what he's saying? He's coming right in with a static.
Waldeboro.
Yeah, he said that thing's working for you, and you didn't even hear him that time.
I got an online report from Regal.
Oh, yeah, where the hell is Regal been tonight? Good call. What's his report?
I just wanted to make sure no one was talking before I said anything. All right, Regal said it was okay to say he was doing some work, I guess, in the shower, and I guess he fell down, took out the shower curtain, and they think he might have dislocated something. So he's currently mending at the moment.
He fucking threw out a hip? Damn, he's getting old.
Well, he just said, I asked him, I said, do you want me to say anything? Because I know some people that's private. And he said, no, it's fine. So I just thought I'd report that he couldn't make it. He didn't say what he dislocated, if it was a shoulder or what, but he says he was working in the shower, I guess. I don't know what he was doing in the shower, but he said he took the shower curtain out on his way down.
Trying to stick his finger in, never mind.
Maybe he dislocated his penis.
I'm thinking he needs a rubber ducky like stick on things on the floor so it doesn't slip again.
Dislocated his penis. I'm gonna have to tell him that. Who said that?
I'm not saying.
All right, DD said it.
Yep, I heard it. That's some funny shit right there.
It's right angled around the corner.
Is he gonna set me up a GoFundMe page or?
Yeah, for one, I'm gonna let you deal with that, Nova King. We're gonna set a GoFundMe page up for him for one penis straightener, sponsored by Nova King.
You don't need that fucking thing anyway. If he dislocated it, would it be a relocator?
Oh.
Could be worse. It could be bilateral.
Pretty good.
I think they call that Peroni.
Hey, Rooster.
Evening. I had to bail earlier because of Mama, but I'm back.
Hell yeah. Where'd Hawkeye go? Hawkeye. Hawkeye loves them GE mobiles.
Come again?
I was saying Hawkeye loves those GE mobiles.
Well, they were just given to me the other day, and I was starting to research on them, and it had a manufacture date, and that's what started that whole thing online.
Are you on a GE right now? No, but he had a couple of older mobiles that he was posting asking about the date.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, wow, good. I guess the 40 channel's got some special chip in it that makes it a hot ticket.
Where's he at, Bob? That's Rooster down there in Bath.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jesus. He gives me a good signal from down that way. Yeah, he bangs in here, too.
Yeah, I mean, they were nice radio. I mean, they're still nice radios. I love them. It does have a chip in it that allows you to go a little bit lower. Nobody, I don't know, most people aren't concerned with that anymore. I don't even modify radios because everybody's got 100 radios that can go on 100 channels in any direction they want. So to modify a $5 radio to go on extras, it just really, I don't know, it ain't worth it to me. I'd rather leave it stock.
Well, you're powerful over there, too.
Who is?
You're hammering this radio pretty good.
Yeah, welcome to Broken Signal. Yes, we're using an SDR Uno as the receive. I just flipped over to the full screen. I was just kind of doing a split screen with my striker and the Uno.
I was 3 up and people told me it was, I think it was even worse than not amazing. I think I was told it was poopy.
That one sounds good. Sounds just like you did last week. Put it back on and let Hush hear it, that turn of 3. Put it back on.
All right. It's still right here. I didn't throw it out yet.
I got a president over here, kind of like that one you got, except this one's got dual meters on it. Dwight E. president. I'm guessing what is that, unit in or something?
Yeah, the Dwight E's are nice. I think they're just, AM only, if I remember right. Here's back to the counter plus 3.
Yeah. You sound like you're overdriven or something. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know what I was here before. That's not good.
Well, okay. Everybody try to turn it down a little. I'm also, sure I am.
Oh, he almost got good.
Yeah, she's touching.
Yeah,
Need to find a spot of the audio that's not too much or too little.
Yeah, bring it down as much as you can, still modulate.
Roger. Oh,
Yeah, last time you heat up sounded pretty good.
That wasn't swinging nothing. Let's see if that's better right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's still driving the amp pretty hard. It might just be too much audio for the radio.
Sounds good, though. It doesn't sound like caca-poo-poo when you first heat up.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad over here. I mean, haven't just heard you over on the Silver Eagle. It sounds better on the other one, but it doesn't sound bad now. When we first started, it was bad.
Oh, you. Yeah, I actually turned down the mic gain.
Yeah, it cleared your voice up friggin' unbelievable. You didn't have that bean can fucking noise sound to it there. Now it's pretty clear.
Wire. Maybe I can lose wire. It definitely isn't like a consistent. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's up with that. Loose wire or something. It ain't consistently queuing up and getting the audio out. Let's try turning it down a little more. Is that okay right there?
No, you got all kinds of problems.
Yeah, no, I'm watching it as I go. It's definitely, it might be more of like broken wires in the fucking mic by looking at it.
Definitely. It's cutting in and out.
Roger, Roger. There we go. We'll just wind it up and I'll get hot rod there. How's that?
Holy shit, if I sound like that, I'm gonna jump off a building. That was horrible. I think that was the worst yet.
Back to where you had it first place.
Yeah, definitely, it isn't consistent. And it's in the control of the mic, so who knows? Maybe the fucking battery is completely dead. You know, it's been sitting outside for, I say outside, out in the back bay for fucking 2 years.
Oh yeah, there you go, right there. You fixed it right there.
Yeah, I went back to the D104.
I knew it right away.
Oh yeah, that sounds much better.
You could never go wrong with a D104.
No, especially Silver Eagle.
I'm so
Heck
sick of it.
yeah.
I don't know if I could trade it in for anything.
Me too, that's all I ever use.
D104, the nice frame, what's that, and super scanner. You got it fucking...
I haven't had a chance to run this President Dwight D though on whole radio night, because I don't know, it's full fucking prong, but none of my mics working it.
Really? Huh. And yeah, Tram and the D104 and the super scanner for the win, he says. Dwight D's are nice. They were just, if I remember right, they were just AM only, right?
Yeah, I was just looking at that there. I had to put the grandpa glasses on and the flashlight out. Yeah, you're right. The clock and shit on it. It's got features, but yeah, it's just get a Delta tune on it, but just 40 channels.
Yeah, I know they make a Zachary T that looks exactly like these radios, the Washingtons, except they were AM only. And that's the AM only version of the Madison that has the 2 meters with sideband. So they were, you know, they both had their like counterparts. They were kind of funky, but they worked great.
Who makes this Dwight D?
Uniden, President. It's either going to say President on it or it's going to say Uniden on it somewhere. Well, mine says President above the speaker, but I guarantee if you look in the back tag, it says Uniden.
Yeah, this one says President on the front of it. Underneath the channel selector there, it says President, and underneath the other channel selector says Dwight D.
Yeah, I got 2 of these Washingtons, and I believe I say 2. I got like 3 or 4, but anyway, I got 2 of them. One out in the back bay I was looking at, and one says Uniden on it, and one says President, like on the front. It was just whoever they marketed it to, but they both say Washington. One's like under the channel selector, and one's under the numbers. It's kind of weird.
Hey, I'm checking out of here, you guys. You guys have a good night.
Hey, have a good one, Slight. Catch ya this weekend. Which is tomorrow, yeah.
What are you guys doing this weekend?
Absolutely nothing that I'm aware of. Waiting for some snow.
a quick rumor about maybe getting some breakfast on Sunday. I mean, I know it's supposed to be snow, but I mean, I'm always up for some breakfast.
Some breakfast nachos.
Oh, breakfast nachos. That's amazing.
I just got done having 2 egg salad sandwiches and some chocolate white powdered donuts with some milk. Oh.
Nice.
Thought the radio man wanted to know that.
What did I want to know?
Oh, I figured you might want to know what I just got done snacking on.
Oh, no. What'd you just get done snacking on?
I know you like my combinations.
Hey, make sure you put huts on there so we can be over 30 people.
10-4.
10-4.
Yes, the big old 3-0. I'm telling you, the receiver on this thing, I want to say is, yeah, it is cleaner than a lot of my radios. See, now I run a radio for a little bit, and I'm like, man, do I really want to sell it or get rid of it?
Yeah, that's right.
It works so good, I'm like, do I really need anything else? I mean, it has the channels I need, it's got the sideband, it works good, you know, I was like, fuck me.
Yeah, it sounds good over here. It sounds like you're right on AM.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good working radio, like, I have no complaints about it. The only thing is that my power supply doesn't...
All right, guys. Everyone that showed up to the live streams tonight, I appreciate it. I got to shut it down and get ready for bed. Sometimes these guys go until like midnight. There's no way I'm going to leave the live stream up going all through the night, shutting it off in the morning. So I'm going to shut it down. Thank you for everyone showing up, and I appreciate all you guys following and subscribing. And I tend to post live streams. Sometimes I do video gates when I'm shooting DX. But anyways, thank you, and we're going to shut it down. Good night.
I think I tried the other Washington out, and it didn't quite work amazingly when I first plugged it in, so